Can't you just automate it? By user Elegant Winner 6521. Me, explaining basic SYS admin database stuff to a client. Client, we want the rights and permissions to be set globally for all users. Is there a setting you can change to update that? Me, sure, just set the defaults here. Client, okay, but in most cases these rights need to be based on user role. E.g. a director has higher level access than an admin assistant, or an accounts clerk needs access to payroll data. Is there a way to bulk update? Me, sure, just set based on job role here. Client, okay, but these can also vary based on division, user branch, region, etc. Is that possible to bulk update? Me, yep, you can just flag the rights based on each of those things. So an accounts clerk in Washington has different rights to an accounts clerk in Florida. Click here. Client, what about for each individual right or permission? Can you bulk update those, so if we get a new thing we can assign it to everyone, based on all of those different scenarios? Me, yes, you can bulk update everyone. Just do it like this. Client, okay, but we've discovered that not everybody likes to operate in the same way. Can you bulk update that? Me, what do you mean? Client, well, Ellie doesn't tend to do the timesheet authorization stuff, and Andy rarely ever checks his inbox. Can you automate that? Me, what is the logic? Who gets what permissions based on what? Client, well, we just kind of know based on what people like to do. Me, I'm afraid you're going to have to toggle those things individually. Client, ugh. Dramatic sigh. I just thought there really should be a way to automate these things. My least favorite word in software development is automate. Can I have some DLL files please? By user /Oiler. Older dude walks into my office and says, yeah, I was just wondering if you can give me a few DLL files. Late 90s. I had to make sure I heard him correctly. Sorry, you need what? I just need some DLLs. Which DLLs would you like? How, where? What are you going to do with them? It doesn't matter which ones. I'll just rename them. I wanted to tell him no, just to get back to work, but his request was just too damn intriguing. Sit down, have some coffee, and tell me more about these DLLs. Dynamic Link Library. It turns out he has tried to slim down Windows by deleting some files that are not needed, and testing, to see if it still works. Apparently he had gotten rid of hundreds of megs, and still been able to start the OS. But then it started reporting missing DLLs, so he needed a few to test out. There are many clever self-taught geeks out there. This man was obviously not one of them. He gave me many good laughs though. I hope he has a working PC today. I want an iPhone, by user tops around 9243. A company I worked for a few years back, provided decent Samsung smartphones for workers that needed a company phone. There were quite a lot that needed a company phone. We do not allow or provide company iPhones, just Android. All of our company software worked on Android, we had no ability to install the apps on an iPhone. Do you think any managers really cared? I would tell these people that iPhones could not provide access to the company software, no cared and wanted the iPhone. I always told them to go to the IT director to approve the request and give me the approval in writing. Every time this request came I got anxiety because I would always get yelled at, demeaned, or something else because I wouldn't just provide the iPhone without approval. Once approved, if approved, I would always reach out and ask how fast and what color iPhone they wanted. The response was always I need it yesterday, black is the color I want. 15 minutes later I would respond that the phone would be here the next day, but the only available color was pink for at least a month, and that's what they got. I'll teach them to make my job harder by making me support an unsupportable device.